A reliable source tells me a passenger opened the door of a plane as it taxied and jumped out onto the tarmac. Chelsea Edwards just on the scene. Chelsea, and there's more to this.
Yeah, details still coming in about this. I mean, you've got to think this had to have been terrifying moments for the passengers that were on that plane when this happened. That suspect allegedly tried to get into the cockpit before opening that plane door and then jumping right onto the tarmac, as you mentioned. Here's what we have confirmed so far. So this happened just after 7 p.m. tonight. This was a SkyWest flight 5365. It was operating as a United Express flight from LAX to Salt Lake City. Now, we're told that suspect tried to multiple times to open the cockpit door before, quote, exiting the plane. LAX police said in a statement that the male who exited the aircraft was treated for injuries and transported to the hospital. No one on board the aircraft was injured, and the aircraft was able to taxi back to the gate area. That was a quote from LAX PD. Now, this is just one of several security breaches recently at LAX. Just last night, you may remember if you were watching, a speeding pursuit suspect was arrested right here after plowing through a fence at the FedEx cargo facility. That happened on West Imperial Highway. That suspect then led police on a chase over 2 different runways. That was while planes were landing and taking off. His car appeared to have the letters SOS written on the hood. Then earlier this week, there was a 43-year-old Venice man who allegedly tried to break into the cockpit door on Delta Flight 386. That was from LAX to Nashville. He had to be subdued by other passengers, and that flight eventually got diverted to Albuquerque. I just spoke with a cross-country truck driver here who's about to get on a plane home to New York. He says these recent security breaches not going to change anything for him. Listen here.
Well, people are acting crazy all over the world, all over the country. I mean, I see it. I'm in different cities all the time. I read the various publications, and I say to myself, yeah, we're definitely losing it as a collective society. If you're afraid of flying because of something like that, you'd have to be afraid of driving, afraid of going out to eat, afraid of shopping. I'm going to get on a plane anyway. And when your time comes, your time comes.
Now, important to note, there's certainly nothing to suggest that any of these incidents are related. But again, all of them happening here at LAX just recently, within the last couple of days and couple of weeks. Again, we're told that that man who jumped out of the plane earlier today, he's been taken to a hospital and is currently being treated for injuries. No word yet on the extent of those injuries or how bad they are. Reporting live at LAX, I'm Chelsea Edwards. Christine, Alex, send it back to you.
All right, Chelsea, thanks.